A to Ace. Raven in the house. All right. What's going on, Corn fam? How goes it on this evening of a weekly close in the COPI community for the corn commodity? What's up, COPI Unicorn? That's who I was waiting for, my man. Star of the hour. Let me, oh, he disappeared. Oh, there. He'll be back. Empire's in the house. What's up? Okay, so, clear my throat. My man, COPI Unicorn. This guy works hard. He works real hard. Let me tell you about it. He's been working on this meme for quite some time and sharing with me in the behind the scenes here and there. This dude puts in some serious hours and this, it's a beauty. So I'm so grateful, so honored to be able to share it with y'all. What's up, OG, original gangster? Nice to see you, buddy. So yeah, this is something COPI Unicorn's been working on, and grateful to share it. And so I'm gonna, I mean, I wish there were like 500 people in here to see it, but let me do a few things here. So glad y'all are here. Turn off your music, Copiboar. Okay, gonna turn that off, and then I'm gonna cut myself out of here. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut this out of here. Are y'all ready for the COPI Unicorn world premiere? Here we go.
Welcome to a world where the sky is no longer the limit. Cornucopias.
Check it, we are the corn. Got a bubble jet rarer than a unicorn. I am here to warn. Better not step on my lawn, or you will find yourself in an island storm. Let's go. Better keep walking. We got the vest on. We on a quest to becoming the best. The mafia that's up in the west zone. Flying 80 in a 25. Shoving the gear into overdrive. If you wanna learn how to stay alive, you better hide when we around. Eating up in the cornfields. Chilling like a villain with some corn on the grill. Grab yourself a corn beer. You can have a couple. Hey, there's a corn party going on in Seven's Bubble. Let's go. So if you need to be scratching that itch, I am the one to be watching on Twitch. Gonna be streaming like every day. Up in that Cornucopia, there is no escape. Cornap you like I'm Tony Soprano. You can never match us. We the best. We are the Cardano. I am the corn father. We grow broccoli and lettuce, and garden potatoes, gigantic tomatoes. When it thunders and rains, getting hunger pains like it's the Hunger Games. Let's go. Every day I be sticking at COPI, playing them games and winning them trophies. Homie, I am a wild coyote. Every time I sing karaoke, can't nobody do it better than us. No, there is not a thing left to discuss. We will leave you lying down in the dust. In COPI we trust.
Woo! Oh man, that was good stuff. Good stuff. What do y'all think? Let them know in the chat. Let COPI Unicorn let you know. Let him know what you think of all of his hard work. Dude's been working real hard on that for a long time. Awesome. So, great way to kick off the show. It's been a good week. It's been a good week, y'all. Rob Gregg is in the house, and he says, great leak. That man enjoys it. COPI Unicorn, let him know how many hours you put into that sucker, man. Good stuff. All right. Oh, let's get, my heart's pumping. My head was jamming that whole time. A lot of good cameos in there. Did you see, y'all see Steve Corn Pops flipping those burgers? And Jupe Jupe was a broccoli stock. I was watering them. All sorts of fun stuff. Empire, I saw you in there. Good stuff. Let me get the proper window up on my thing here, and boom, we go back. Oh my goodness. There we go. Back to the charts. Hey, I got a little new chat set up in the middle so we can see you during white screens and black screens. I usually like all my screens black, but you know, Raven says fantastic. Empire says fire. Ada Ace fire. Everybody likes fire, man. Everybody liked it. Glad it went over well. So it's been a good week. We are about 9 minutes to weekly close here, and it's been interesting. I'm just gonna swing through here real quick. It's been, first of all, it was a great COPI Cafe. My last price discovery kind of live thing, we talked about how there was a gap on the chart here in the 4-hour chat. We had kind of a volume gap here, and I was hoping that if we got through this resistance here, we'd pop up and hit somewhere up in the 9s. And good golly, I got to brag and be real lucky because boom, look at that candle that I got to post on on my tweets. That was a decent candle, and I think we all felt good seeing the 8 go to the 9. We have found some resistance, but hey, we are making moves in the right directions, y'all. So felt real good about that. Looks like we've come to hit some resistance, and now that we know, what's up, Cuff? Now that we know essentially that we are hitting higher highs, and the trend is reversing. It's time to we can start guesstimating and using some of our tools to try and figure out where some of our next levels will be. Now okay, Copi Unicorn, 28 hours on that video. That is dedication to the Corn fam. That is what I'm talking about, man. That's what's up. Okay, moving on. We got our trend-based fib extensions here. So they're objective. There's a lot of ways to pull them. It's a reference just to give us some fun stuff to look at here. We're going to come from this low that kind of dipped right before our massive launch off here. And I've pulled it a few different ways. I've pulled it up to excluding the wick, but it seems to make a little bit more sense including this wick as far as where the fib levels sit. So again, I said this is kind of objective, and it just kind of gives us some ideas of where our next upward move can land us. And right now, I'm seeing confluence that I pulled it to this wick because I'm seeing some confluence here with the resistance that we've had. And you know, we've had resistance, but not a clear rejection where we're going back down to our breakout zone. So it's looking strong on that in my book. And if we could flag out here a little bit and possibly resume past this level, that'd be great. Next week is going to be, in my mind, it's been nothing but crazy in the crypto markets over the last 2 weeks. Everyone keeps thinking there's going to be pullbacks, and there's pretty much these massive, super quick to hit all-time high, and then these massive dumps, and they get bought up almost immediately. Some bull market volatility. So I think we have nothing but more of that to come in the week ahead, and I think it's really, really exciting. So are we going to see new all-time highs again and again and again with BTC? I hope so. And I hope finally we can get some of that to pull off into the alts. One of the other reasons that we had obviously some profit taking here, but also ADAS had a bit of a pullback at the same time. So I'm going to move over into my Tappet Tools Pro, thanks to my man Corny B. A lot of volume this week, almost 1 million ADA, pretty decent. And what I am liking to see, we're up in holders, 34,264 up. Oh, wow, look at that. And the Copi ADA pair is back up to 0.12. So Cardano ADA must be falling right now. But that is, that's pretty good in my book. And the holders are up 1.7. Yeah, it's about the same as 30 days and 7 days. So pretty strong last 7 days. Is that what that comes down to? Here is some of the volume profiler. Now, I figured out that these big whales, 1 million ADA plus, that's mostly just the smart contracts. So I kind of take that out of the equation. But up here, it looks like whales are buying a lot more than they're selling. Really, the majority of the selling again comes from the smaller holders here, and I would assume a lot of those are traders as well. I saw this crazy thing today. Someone else pointed it out to me in tokenomics, or maybe it was in general. I know there's a lot of bots out there, especially on the BNB side, but you don't see it as much, at least clearly, in the Cardano side. And wow, I saw this. He pointed out this sale, and it was a huge arbitrage it was like 500,000 COPI, and he bought it and sold it a minute later and made a ton of profit. And I was like, that must be 1 minute. The timing was 1 minute, 2 minutes, and I thought it was like 1 month, 2 months, but no, it wasn't. I did some research, and he bought it on a low liquidity in Wing Riders, sold it on MinSwap for a massive profit, and arbitraged it. And I go to check out the dude's wallet, and all the guy does is arbitrage all day, but so quick it must have been a bot, because he had like 100 transactions to this day. So pays to be smart, pays to be able to I know there's been some bots with like Melon, speaking of it, and like when the meme coins were coming through and they were botting the sales and such. But anyways, long story short, moving on, the wallets are looking strong. 8,349 on the BNB side. Oh, and we're up. I should refresh. 8,362. I've never seen this really above the 8,400s, but a slight uptick there. And this is the exciting thing to me on the ETH holders. Boom, all-time highs. All-time highs at the moment. 1,093 holders. Now, I do not know how much of this has to do with the XT centralized exchange. Oh, yeah. ADA says, yeah, ADA is falling. It's at 70. All right. Yeah. So COPI holding up well there. What up, Jimby? This dude's been up. He joined the Corn fam, and he's been in Discord like every day. And I love to see it. Good spirits. Good dude. I think a dude. But good person. Anyways, 1,093 holders. And I don't know if that's because of the XT centralized exchange listing, because I did go and look into that and see, and it is actually the ETH pair that you can bring in there. Yes, a dude, he says. Okay, right on. So, hey, that's positive. And also, they were in ETH Denver, so maybe, they got some ETH eyes on us. I get excited over these, 10, 20, 30 wallets, but someday soon, this thing's going to be growing exponentially. I do believe it in my heart. I did have, I'm going to pull it up. I thought I had it saved, but the chart for COPI, because it is still looking very strong. Here's my pattern here and the breakout. And we did wick up all the way up to almost 1.3, which pretty good. And my target is still up in the 1.9, almost 0.2 ADA. So feeling pretty good about that. Some nice volume coming in here. And we're still progressively breaking out of that wedge. And look at that, 0.122 now on the COPI ADA pair, holding strong against ADA. Jimby says COPI Cafe. They did say a lot in COPI Cafe. Yep. Yeah, the game, there were tons and tons of games that applied, and few made it through, and they were one of them. Excuse me. Yeah, so as well in that COPI Cafe, and I did want to touch on this a bit, but where are we at? Oh, it's the candle close. Hold on now. Okay. And we're dipping, USD pairs dipping a bit. Let's go to the daily candle here. Where are we now? It's Sunday. Yeah, the weekly candle is important. So, yeah, closed, I believe, about kind of where we're at. So 0.8421. But like I said, the pair is COPI is outperforming ADA at the moment. So to me, that's still strong. We are rejecting off of this resistance, but we are not heading south yet. So I still feel good about that we could flag out. And again, let me go into a little tighter time frame here and see if I can make some sort of baloney bull flag. Oops, not with that tool. And let's just say the move started there. And let's say, again, this is not, I'm no TA pro. Let's say we break out and that could send us over the next fib level. That'd be great. So anyways, these fib levels, where could this local top send us eventually on this move? Where are some levels that are pulled up? Some common levels. Let's see. 13 cents at the 786. The 1 is at 15.49. And up here at the 168 is 22 cents. Now, could we make it to 22 cents? Sure, we could. You never know. And the 2618 is at 32 cents. Now, that's a pretty, that is a decent move. But if we consider this as our wave one move up here, and that this is the whole consolidation here, this third move up could be our largest move of all the moves, is if it's a 5-wave move up. Again, not an Elliott wave specialist, anything like that. But do I think we could make it up to some of these levels? You bet I do. And that time frame, you know, could we pull it up into sometime in July? Yeah, I think so. Even maybe before that. Yeah. Anyways, speculation. Who else we got in the chat? Corny B, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the tappy A to Ace. We're going much further. How much further you think we're going? You got a time and a price on that, man? Let's see. What will be for COPI to get listed? Yeah, well, we need we need a lot more volume and a lot more users to get on Binance. That I see that as the cream of the crop, and we got to get a lot of centralized exchanges on before we get our eyes seen by Binance, in my opinion, at least. When will marketing start? This is great. Okay, this is what COPI Cafe was really all about, and I even took some notes. What up, Chiaz, DJ the Dinosaur? This was exciting to me, and I'm going to tie it in because we're talking about tokenomics. We're talking about COPI, and it goes hand in hand with marketing, and it goes hand in hand with being seen by the larger crypto market. And we know that is our downfall right now. It's not, you know, you put the game in front of someone, and it's gonna raise eyebrows. So they're really putting together a real nice plan, and it was great to hear Matt on COPI Cafe talking about his goals. His main goal is to get Cornucopias a household name. And how is he going to do that? And he had 5 steps to do that. But I'm staring at Ivan right now on my screen. And this is I think one of those steps. Big influencers. Ivan on Tech said this morning, timestamp 3450 if you want to check out my my Twitter, my X, that he's actually a Mac guy, but he's getting a computer just for Cornucopias, and he's going to share content on a regular basis on X and on his channel. So that's huge. 500,000 some viewers, 500,000 some followers on X. These are the kind of things that we need to get out in front of people and on a regular basis. The bigger, the better. So some of the things he had. The lore fun is coming. The lore story is going to get released in an interactive, fun, different kind of way. And that's something we all been waiting on. It's kind of hard to, even for some of us that are in the project and we're like in there every day in chat, what's going on? We watch every COPI Cafe. It's like, how do you describe to people what it's about and the feeling beyond, you know, a few points that really hard to string together. So I think that painting this picture for the larger community and to say what we are, it's a great first step with the lore, and I hope that comes out, and I hope it comes out soon. Messaging framework number 2 for the variety of influencers and the variety of people. Just so, like I was saying, you gotta know what we're marketing to people, and paid marketing agency. So beyond just what we're getting by organically growing, the paid marketing, which is definitely it's time to get it out there. Influencer network, like I was talking about with Ivan on Tech. And hey, I don't know if any of y'all are watching, and I'm sure you all have all your assets and you're already playing the game, but if I can get myself an affiliate link, I'm going to get as many people in the Corn family as possible. That's always my goal. But some fun things like that. Yeah, incentives. You need incentives for these big players to be, to be a part of the game. And lastly, but not least, community contests, which, we're always chomping at the bit, just like you see, Mr. Copi Unicorn, to get everybody to see us. Everybody. Ada Ace is streaming. He started streaming yesterday. Chiaz always making fun stuff. Everybody's out there. We want to tell the world about Cornucopias, and it's a matter of time. But I was checking something else out today. The places we underperform, they're known. Twitter, basically being put out there and being in everybody's frame of reference. So. Jimby says, I told that guy a Whataburger about it, and he seemed like he kind of sold after... Oh, he was sold after he heard Unreal 5.3. Yeah, man. Show him a picture. Show him a picture of Khalidum. Get him in there. So, how do I feel about today? I feel about the weekly close good. We closed, and now we're sitting at 857 again. So, do I think we are the correction is over? Yes. Do I think we're going to be seeking out some new resistance levels here in the near future? Yes. What's the next one? I think after we break this resistance at around 9 cents, I think the psychological level at 10 cents is a no-brainer, and it's also a 0.5 fib level, at least here how I drew it. So I think that will be some psychological selling there. It wasn't last time. We kind of blew through all of this last time. But we'll see how much hype we have behind the move, how much buying volume we have behind the move. But then again, after that, then our 786 fib is at 0.1322, the all-time high. And there's some more confluence there. So once we break that, we're back to price discovery again, folks. And I hope the sooner the better. But I'm willing to wait. And I do believe... I meme it till you make it, baby. That's right, Copi Unicorn. I do believe we have more centralized exchanges on our way. I know I made that centralized exchange video about XT. Well, and we found out later that it was not actually partnered with Cornucopias at all. They just took it up on their own. The motive behind that, I'm not sure, but the volume helps. The exposure helps, and hopefully the new wallets on ETH will contribute to that. So I take it as a positive, and I think with that paired with the marketing, I think we got good things ahead. So, what do y'all think? You got any other questions? Any thoughts on the recent Copi Cafe, or kind of things we're looking at? How we want to bring ourselves up to that Star Atlas Illuvium kind of level, and what is going to bring us there. But that's how I feel. I feel since we last spoke, Copieta is stronger. Copi USD is stronger, and I think we're headed up. Ada Ace says Copi to $6 if it matches the market cap of Gala. Market cap high of Gala. Yeah, and that's another thing. Gala started taking off again. Now, it didn't actually have its run yet. It's one of, if you consider it an older coin in the gaming Web3 space, it just started to have its run. So kind of like Copi's first run. So maybe it's, 3 steps behind. We'll see how that all plays out. But I think, as I said earlier, the tide rises all. So we will get there, and hopefully, where do you think we could be before the usual summer dip? I mean, I said last time, it's my hope around July to be 33 to 66. But I said that last stream and people went bananas. They were like, "No, that's too low. We're gonna be $1 by this year, by Q3, Q2." So, I mean, I'll take whatever. And absolutely, Jimby, content creators, they do more than help. I mean, that's everything in this space. If your name isn't in the conversation and it's not in the conversation by the big boys, it's not happening. And no matter how good your game is, I mean, eventually that might squeak out organically, but with the hype cycles and the narrative driven, yeah, I mean, like I said, can you imagine if Rand or Altcoin Daily put us out there? You know what I'm talking about? Do I also enjoy trading stock? I do not. I do not. Too slow for me, and not my skill set. COPI is my only skill set in life. No, just kidding. But it is my favorite thing, and I am fully immersed. So, yeah, I think that's about it, really. And thanks to Arrakis for this awesome AI generated picture this morning. Made me laugh. Brought a smile to my face. Very much encapsulates what I love. Lots of corn, lots of COPI. We do well. Okay, I see what you're saying, Raven. Yes, and I do. It has to go hand in hand that we have to have a fully functioning game. It has to be playable. Yes, I mean it is playable, but will we have a fully polished game? And just think of how much rationality goes out the window when Euphoria hits. I mean, some of those games that hit hard last cycle, I mean, garbage, absolute garbage. So much of it is narrative. How much better is are some of these top tier games right now? I don't know. Are they measurably better by their market caps compared to Cornucopias? I don't think so. So I think a lot of it is visually. What's up? Thank you for the new sub to Lock Eyes. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So, small caps that run 1,000. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess NASCAR All Out. There are small caps that run 1,000%. I guess I'm a what do you call it? I'm a tunnel vision kind of guy, and I can't focus on a bunch of things at once. That's why I can't even focus on a bunch of crypto projects. There's so much that comes out in the Cardano ecosystem, period. And if I don't know a project inside and out, I mean, like on a personal level, I don't feel confident investing in it. And like the tokenomics, the vesting, all of that, the community, so it's just too much for me. So I like to keep with what I know, and I've only felt more and more confident as time goes on in Cornucopias. So that's how I feel about that. You know what I mean. Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Anyways, so that's how I'm feeling. Nothing too much else new. I really hope we have our avatar. The avatar builder is going to be huge. I think it's going to be huge for hype, and it's going to be huge for content creators. There's so much gold there on creating avatars and putting it out there and people seeing it. It's visual, it's creative, it's good stuff. So I think that's really going to help our cause, and it's going to help it very soon. Where are we? Are we 310? So we're a third of the way through the month. That's going to be a big build for us, and then the next build's even bigger with Solus. I always say it wrong. But I think it's going to be really good for the eyes and for the marketing team. I would imagine that they already have a ton of footage stocked up and ready to go from Solus and from 1, 2, and 3. And I'm sure they're just ready to unleash it. So it's just the right timing as far as we get closer. And I think the visual unrolling of the lore and having ammo, just like they were saying, they're creating like a war chest of things for the community and for content creators to be able to push out there into the interwebs on X and such and YouTube, and to be able to share it at a high volume. just think of how much Copi Unicorn ammo he's been giving us. It's so overlooked. He's got his own Discord with full of memes. I mean, just that's like the tip of the iceberg. If we have a war chest of content to be able to put out there and use and to show people, I mean, especially with lore connected to it, yeah, that's what's up. So getting a little off topic, but agreed, Solus 1's going to be crazy. I think marketing effort should focus on the game and not Web3 issues. Yeah, I'll take it all. I'll take it all. I think there's a lot of different people that are looking into Copi. It's investors that'll never play the game. It's gamers that will only play the game and they could care less about Copi. It's going to be hopefully a wide platform, but enable for it to be successful, we need to get enough funding through this bull market to be able to make it through the next bear market to be where we really see Cornucopia shine in the next bull, because by that time, another 4, 5 years, 6 years, it's going to be something bananas. So compared to our other competitor in the gaming metaverse in regards to market cap and total supplies, I see Copi action between $1 and $3 in the bull. I see it too. I think that's very conservative. I like to say conservative with my price estimates. You might see some euphoria blow off tops where you don't know what's going on, but that can be really short-lived. I'd rather underestimate than overestimate and be comfortable with where it goes. So, all right. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Next week, I believe as soon as the markets open, 8:30, or the traditional markets open, and those. Oh, okay. One last thing, the ETFs and Coinbase going down again at another high. It's suspicious. Yes. Retail can't sell their coins at the high. It gets dumped on, and then it gets bought up right away. And it's like rinse and repeat. If that keeps happening every single time we hit all-time highs, it's going to be more than suspicious, investigatable. So, but I don't see the inflow slowing down. I do see new all-time highs, unless it's crypto. Anything's possible. But these traditional finance behemoths, they don't play by the same book, and they're not looking to swing trade this stuff. So they're buying, and BlackRock's are already outbought MicroStrategy's what they hold, which is just bananas. They've taken years to get there, and Bitcoin's gotten there in what, couple weeks. So whatever's going on here, it ain't normal. Never gonna be normal. Jim B says Coinbase, they have insider trading case on them also at the moment. Hey, as long as Coinbase picks up Copi, gets us to all-time high after all-time high after all-time high, gets us in one of those ETFs, a metaverse ETFs, it's all right by me. But it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a really good week, really exciting. If we break through this resistance, I will bring up a live. I'll bring up a live again. So we got to get through our next resistance, 8-9 cents. We can blast through this, get another bull flag. Hopefully we send right through that 10-cent resistance and settle above it. That would be ideal, to settle above the 10-cent region. And then, man, I'm feeling good again. I'm feeling good. So thanks all for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate the community. And I'm looking forward to all of the exciting things ahead. And Season X of Cornucopias. It's going to be great. Thanks, Cuff. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. And bye-bye.